A terrifying storm, a fragile boat, 12 men struggling for their lives. And then they see him, a figure walking on the sea, defying the impossible. Was it a spirit, a hallucination? Or was this the most profound display of divine power ever witnessed? What really happened when Jesus walked on water? And what does it mean for you today? Stay with us as we uncover the breathtaking truth of this miraculous event. The account is found in Matthew 14, verses 22-33. Mark 6 verses 45-52, and John 6 verse 16-21. After miraculously feeding over 5,000 people with just 5 loaves and 2 fish, Jesus did something unexpected. Then without delay, he made his disciples board the boat and go ahead of him to the other shore, while he sent the crowds away. Matthew 14 verse 22. But why? Jesus knew something the disciples did not. A storm was coming. As night fell, Jesus withdrew to a mountain to pray, while his disciples set sail across the Sea of Galilee. Then disaster struck. By now, the boat was many hundreds of yards away from land, struggling against the waves, for the wind was against them. Matthew 14, verse 24. The waves crashed, the wind howled, fear gripped them. Where was Jesus? Then at the darkest hour, around 3 a.m., they saw something impossible. Then they saw Jesus walking on the sea and coming toward the boat, and they were afraid. John 6, verse 19. Imagine the terror, a figure walking on the raging sea. No boat, no support, just him walking. They cried out in fear, saying, "It is an apparition." Matthew 14, verse 26. But then a voice, "Take courage, it is I. Do not be afraid." Matthew 14, verse 27. It wasn't a ghost. It was Jesus, and he was showing them something incredible. Then Peter did the unthinkable. "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." Matthew 14, 28. Jesus responded with one word, "Come." Matthew 14, verse 29. Peter stepped out of the boat, one foot then another, and he walked on water. For a brief moment, Peter defied logic. He walked by faith, but then he saw the waves. He felt the wind, and he doubted. Immediately he began to sink. "Lord, save me!" But Matthew 14, verse 30. And Jesus reached out his hand. "You with little faith, why did you give way to doubt?" Matthew 14, verse 31. They stepped into the boat, and immediately the storm stopped. Then those in the boat worshipped him, saying, "You really are God's Son." Matthew 14, verses 33. The lesson for us today: this is more than a miracle. It's a lesson for you, for me, for everyone who has ever faced fear, doubt, or uncertainty. Lesson 1. Keep your eyes on Jesus. The moment Peter looked at the storm instead of Jesus, he sank. In life, storms will come. The key is where we focus. Do we focus on the storm or on the one who controls it? Lesson 2. Jesus walks with us in the storm. Jesus didn't calm the storm immediately. Instead, he walked through it and called Peter to do the same. Sometimes God allows us to face storms, not to drown us, but to teach us to walk by faith. Lesson 3. Even when we fall, he's there. Peter fell, but Jesus caught him. When we stumble, when our faith wavers, he is there, hand extended, ready to lift us up. Take courage, it is I. Do not be afraid. Matthew 14, verse 27. If this inspired you, imagine what other Bible stories reveal. Click here to watch The Secret. Behind the Red Sea parting, or the truth about the 10 Commandments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more breathtaking biblical insights.